Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. And guys, you need to hear this if you're thinking that altcoin season is here and it's time to buy. Because right now, there's basically two camps. Some people believe that the bottom's in and we are at the start of a bull run. And they're thinking altcoin season is starting to happen right now. Well, I'm not in that camp. I believe that this is just a really solid bear pump. Now, I'm not biased, guys. I'm just here to give you some information on both sides of the equation. And in this video, we're going to talk about the importance of understanding Bitcoin dominance. So I'm going to lay some things out there that you really need to consider and understand. And then we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart at the pivotal point that we're at right now. And we're going to take a look at a chart from one of the best traders I think is in crypto. And I'm going to tell you his thoughts because I 100% agree with him. Now here's the thing, guys. We both can't be right. The people that are FOMOing in right now and think the altcoin season is right around the corner, if they're wrong, they're going to get wrecked. Our best case scenario is they're just going to have to sit on their bags that they recently stacked while they're down, say, 20 or 30%. Now, if they're right, they're good to go. Now, if I'm right and this is just a bear pump, well, then we'll be stacking our bags closer to the bottom. Anyway, guys, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just want to give you the information, walk you through the process, and then you hopefully will have that information I'm always saying to make an informed decision. And I want you to let me know which decision you made in the comment section. Let's get into it. Now, right now, what you're looking on the screen is the dominance of Bitcoin. That's a yearly chart. So what that basically tells you is, to generalize, you would have been better off buying Bitcoin in the last year compared to the average altcoin. Now, normally, if you go back in history from the inception of Bitcoin, every time Bitcoin's dominance got really strong, we knew that once it started to weaken, that altcoin season is around the corner. Now, normally it kind of has played out like this. Bitcoin gets really, really strong. The smart money, the big money gets into Bitcoin. Well, once they start to get some pretty significant profits, they start to pull those profits out and go down the food chain, so to speak. So they roll their money out of Bitcoin into the altcoins, and they normally start with Ethereum. And Ethereum starts to outrun Bitcoin. Then that money travels down to the mid-cap type projects, and you have a bigger upside. The more you go down the list, the bigger the risk reward. Well, after they roll out of the mid cap, they roll into the altcoins, and that's when the fun begins, and that's what we're looking for. Now, if we are in a bull run, there's a very good reason to think altcoin season is around the corner, and that's what I really want to dive into. And guys, after watching this video, have at it, but you need to hear me out. Now, here's what we're starting to see. Ethereum is starting to pump. So a lot of people are starting to say, here it comes, right? The big money's made a good profit so far this year in Bitcoin. We're right on track. Ethereum's starting to make a run, and they think that Bitcoin is going to start to lose its dominance. And here comes alt season. So a lot of people are starting to already jump into those altcoins. Now before you do, finish watching this video. Now, I'm going to leave a link down below from crypto.com, guys, because this is a paper that they wrote about importance of Bitcoin dominance and how it works. I mean, it's like 20 pages, but it's a wealth of information. But I just wanted to bring something to your attention. Is they explain how things work, kind of like what I just simplified for you guys. But here's the thing. Ever since the inception of Bitcoin, we have been basically in an uptrend in the economy. The Fed has printed money. The stock market has been on fire. The real estate market's been on fire. And the growth of the U.S. economy and even the global economy has been on the upswing. Well, now, that's not the case. So, that's what people are missing. They think that this is just a pattern that's just going to repeat itself. And I'm here to question that. So what you're looking at on the screen, I want to bring two things to your attention. They talk about if we're in a bull market, right? And Bitcoin's dominance starts to pull down. Well, but the price is still going up, which some people think that's about what's happening right now. It says most likely the altcoin market is performing better than Bitcoin in a bullish market. And it signals to buy altcoins. Well, that's where a lot of people think we are. But hear me out. Because the next thing they bring to your attention is if Bitcoin dominance starts to go down and Bitcoin's price starts to go down, and we're in a bear market, then everything is going to collapse. So Bitcoin's going to go down and the altcoins are going to go down harder. Well, that's your choices right now, guys. And I think that we're about to see Bitcoin go down, and the people that jumped into the altcoins, they're going to watch their portfolios and their bags just go down, down with Bitcoin even harder. Now, why do I say that? Let's look at the chart. Now, guys, I don't know if you follow Gareth Soloway, but I personally think he is one of the smartest traders in crypto. I really do, and I say that. I've been around thousands and thousands of traders in my life. I've been in rooms full of 500 traders at a time for years at a time. And Garth is really, really knowledgeable. Now, this chart that you see on the screen basically tells us exactly what we're looking at right now in Bitcoin. Now, bear with me. If you look at these lines right here, see this bottom line? That is by far the most important line, because in the last two bull runs, see right here, this was the bottom of that run, and right here as well. And then you even have this is the next level, but that's not really important right now. But this line that he drew right here basically shows you that we're up against it right now. Well, this is your resistance. And guys, a lot of people bought and sold right there. And a lot of people shorted right there. And now they're back to, say, break even. So they're going to want to get out. But then you have a huge fight going on right now at this support resistance line. Now here's the deal. If it can't break through this resistance, it's going lower, and it's probably going to be fairly aggressive. Now, if it can go above that line and trade sideways for 3-4 days, or say a week up above that line, well, it's got room to run. And a lot of people that think that we are starting a bull run, then that would really be a conversation that we need to have. At that point, I'm going to go to plan B. I still wouldn't think we're in a bull run, but I will start to do swing trades because I think we're going to run higher. That being said, I'm looking to go short right here because I do not believe Bitcoin is going to break through that resistance and stay there. It's already pretty much, depending on where you drew that line, has broken that line, but that's very common. It's liable to rip through that line pretty hard, just hard enough and long enough for people to jump in before it goes much lower. So that's kind of where I stand, guys. What you want to look for is the stock market. If it starts to pull back, if the dollar starts to get stronger, or if Bitcoin can't break this resistance, we're going lower. Anyway, we got a lot of reports coming out and have had this week. We've got the stock market is starting to report. And guys, some of the banks are already reporting positive numbers, which is bizarre. We just bailed out the banks with billions of dollars and they're making record profits again. It's bizarre, the game we're playing, and that's what makes it so hard. But anyway, guys, in conclusion, I don't think that we have altcoin coming anytime soon. I don't know when it's going to be, but we will have one. I really don't think we're having it now. So for me, I've got two rules going on right now. Anything that pumps, I take those profits or I go short. Because no matter what it is, guys, right now, and don't let anyone kid you, if we're in a bear market, which I believe we are, nothing is going to maintain a pump. So if you get a 3x, 4x, 5x out of something, I highly recommend taking the profits. Not financial advice. You'll be able to buy it back later. That being said, I personally don't think that Bitcoin can rip to a new all-time high in a recession. And I don't care what the White House is telling you. We are in a recession. We've been in a recession, and it's going to start getting deeper and deeper. They just came out that inflation is going down. I don't believe those reports. I believe they will correct those, say, in a month or two. And I do know this as well. Gas is starting to go up, and that we're going to see inflation spike because we just printed $300 billion in 3 days. That's a bigger amount of money that we pumped into the economy even during any 3-day period during COVID. So guys, no matter what, even if inflation goes down this month, next month, the month after, boom, we're going to get a major spike. Just like they printed $300 billion, and look what happened to the stock market and Bitcoin and everything else. It started to rally. Well, guys, they are not going to continue to print that money because inflation will get out of hand. And it's starting to put a lot of pressure on the average American, and that's going to put pressure on the White House if they want to be voted back in office after this is all said and done. So anyway, guys, that's kind of my thoughts, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. If you're not familiar with the importance of Bitcoin dominance and you're looking to buy altcoins, click the link down below. Read that report from Crow. It's an amazing report, and I highly recommend anyone following Gareth Soloway. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that like button and come back and be part of this community. That's all I got for you guys. Take care, and remember, not financial advice.